Bill Merchant, historian and curator here at the D&H Canal Historical Society. Our museum here at 23 Mohunk Road in High Falls will be closed in 2 years, so we've created the virtual museum, short 3 to 7 minute segments that will tour you through this museum while we still can. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to our latest episode of the tour of the D&H Canal Museum here in High Falls. Today I'm going to talk about communication in the D&H Canal Company. And here, what we're looking at right here, this 19th century roll-top desk, was actually in the telegraph house that's still extant but falling down right here in High Falls, just adjacent to Lock 15. So this desk was actually in that building and used, and that was a telegraph office for the D&H Canal. The D&H Canal Company actually embraced the telegraph by 1849, just about 5 years since the very first telegraph was successfully sent, telegraph message. The D&H was regularly using the telegraph lines, and we know that they allowed them to put a line across their entire 108-mile length. And I see in the annual reports that they paid for that, for the right to have a telegraph, and they would use the telegraph to instruct people. They could call for repair crews. Sadly, when they had too much coal, they would telegraph up the line and tell all the lock tenders, don't let any coal boats through. So if you were a poor canaler planning to get in, I don't know, a dozen trips that season, maybe the telegraph would mean that you didn't get to. Here's a recent wonderful new donation right here. Very excited to see this piece because, let's see if we can find it here. I showed this on where is our historian, our Sunday afternoons with our historian. But there you can see, it's the D&H Canal Company telegraph. So this came from one of the many telegraph stations along the D&H route here. This is another great little piece here. Got this on an online auction. Let's see if we get the lighting where we want it. All we know about this is what we see. It's a mail bin box, and I'm assuming it would have been at one of the offices along the run of the canal. Since it's got both west and east, I think it must have been somewhere in the middle of the canal. And clearly, there's a spot for mail, and of course, stuff going west on the canal. Let's see if we can get the lighting there. Repairs docketed separately. D&H Canal business right there, and stuff going east. This was some sort of a mail drop box. This was bought at an online auction from a family in Virginia who was selling off their parents' railroad stuff, and they must have collected canal stuff because, of course, the canal company drops canal from its name in 1898 and just becomes a railroad until well into the 20th century there. So that's a wonderful piece, and you don't get pieces like this very often. As a woodworker, I can tell you this has got the kind of nails I associate with the post-Civil War era. But I don't know anything else about it. I can't really say, let's see here, somewhere, it's hard to see, but yeah, there you go. That number 76 was put later. There was no lock 76. Although there was 108 locks, they were numbered separately in Pennsylvania and in New York. So I don't know what that number means. I could speculate, but that's about it. And finally, here's just a wonderful thing that we have in our archives. It's just an empty ledger, but it's a ledger for the D&H. And so I thought it made a wonderful little tableau here at our telegraph desk. Yeah, the canal company on their annual report was paying, there were many years, $12,000 a year. Presumably, that's what they paid to utilize the telegraph. And I have, why I can pick that 1849 date is because we have in our archives a letter where Chief Engineer Russell Farnham Lord offhandedly says, please reply via telegraph, which I take to mean I want to know right away, not how long the boat takes, but instantly. And that's what the telegraph did in its day before the telephone. The telegraph was a game changer in the same way the internet's been for this generation. Thank you so much for joining us in our virtual tour. New episodes will be put up every week. Hope you enjoy.